notified every time I upload, and comment down below your thoughts about it. Don't forget to enjoy. Hi everybody, this is Elana Michelson from optiontoheal.com, and today we have a special treat for you. We're starting a new series called Working with Teens. And here's Joey, our sample teenager.
Hi.
Okay, Joey, so you were telling me earlier that you were having a specific problem.
Yeah.
With a specific person in your life.
Yeah. He's like a bully sort of thing.
Okay, do you want to give him a nickname so that we can call him by that name while we're doing the work?
He could be John.
Okay, so John is bullying you, right?
Yeah.
Now tell me, for how long has this been going on?
Oh, it's been a while. It's been like at least 5 or 6 years.
5 or 6 years, okay. And how does that affect your life?
It affected my life at the beginning because it would sometimes affect me at school. Like, the typical classes that, you're just not in the mood of going to school and stuff like that. And it also affected me physically sometimes.
Meaning people actually beat you up?
Sometimes.
Was it John who beat you up, or?
Mainly John.
Mainly John beat you up, okay. And is this an ongoing problem?
It's on and off. It gets better and worse. It has its own ups and downs.
Okay. And John is around in your peer group, your peer age?
He's a year older than me.
Okay. And do you see him anywhere else besides school?
Yeah, the average thing, other kids, you see each other on the street, you see each other in life, it's in town. You meet people in random places.
Okay. Now, if I were going to ask you what you want to get out of this session, what would you answer?
Honestly, just stop thinking about him. Stop saying, oh, John, the bully. Just get him out of my life.
Get him out of your life.
Yeah, get, that specific part of him out of my life.
So you don't mind if he's still in your life, you just don't want that part of him to be in your life?
Yeah, he's cool. Just that he acts like a bully.
Sometimes.
Usually,
right? So if we were going to go percentage-wise between 0% to 100% of the time?
Anything around 75-25.
Okay, so 75% is the bullying?
Maybe 80.
And, right, so 80% is the bullying, and 20% is the non-bullying.
The cool, chill guy.
The cool, chill guy. Okay, who you actually do like?
He's okay.
Is okay. All right, that's a teenager. We won't get much more than that from a teenager. Okay. Now, when he is bullying you, if you were going to rate it from a 0 to 100, how strong is the bullying?
It could be like a 90, 30.
Is that on a normal basis for that 80% of the time he's bullying you, or is it also?
It moves between 70 to 90.
Okay, but you don't usually get like the 10 or 20.
No.
Okay, now let me ask you another question. When you notice John, okay, in your mind, do you see him, do you hear him, or do you feel him?
Just there.
Just there, so you see him?
Yeah.
Okay, do you also hear him?
Sometimes.
And in your mind, do you replay out those bullying actions?
Honestly, it depends on my mood and how much I think about him.
Okay, so let's say you're thinking about him a lot. Are you replaying those bullying actions?
Sometimes. Usually.
Usually, okay. Now let's ask you another question. When you replay them, is it just like a photograph or is it a video?
It's like a movie.
A movie. And it's like a movie with a screen around it, or is it like just all around? All around. And is it color or is it black and white?
It has HDR color.
Okay, so it's HDR color, all around movie. And are you in it or are you watching it from the outside?
It's me.
So you're feeling the actual bullying while you're inside there?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's say you were going to take yourself out and look at it like a fly in the wall. Would it feel as bad?
And I'd be like, oh, that's me.
And how does it feel then? If it was, you were saying you felt it at a level of around 89%, you said before, right? So now that you're a fly in the wall, how strong do you feel it?
The same thing. It doesn't really matter.
Still 80-90%.
It is what it is. You can change it.
Okay, well, no, there are some people who, when you go out and you see from the outside, you sort of dissociate yourself from it and you feel less.
Not me.
But you still feel it just as much.
Yes.
Okay. And you wake up in the morning. Does it affect you right then?
No. That takes time to think about it. But the second I think about it, it just kind of like slams.
All right. And what actually causes you to start thinking about it?
Seeing him,
Mm-hmm.
thinking about harder times
Harder times. Do you want to explain that a little
in
bit
my
better?
life. There's ups and downs. There's times where he's more associated in things that happen to me, and times that he's less.
Okay. So when you say, when you think about things that happen in your life, you're talking about things that happened when he was in your life.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's say so is there anything besides seeing him and thinking about times when he was in your life? What caused you to think about times when he was in your life? Let's ask you that question.
Whenever I look into my past, think about stuff that happened.
Then that comes up too, because he played a big role in your past.
Yes.
Okay, and would you like to get rid of this?
Yes.
Okay, and would you like me to help you get rid of this?
I suppose so.
Okay, so are you willing to follow my instructions?
I don't have an option.
Okay, we're agreed on that, so let's move on over here. Okay, do you have any good memories? Doesn't have to be with him. Be any good memory.
Good memories. Yeah,
memory where you
some
feel
memories.
totally, completely, utterly safe, secure, and loved. Okay, I want you to go into memory like that. You don't tell me what it is, just go into memory like that.
Okay.
And as you go into it, make it bigger, make it brighter, make it stronger, make it Technicolor, HDR.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're doing that, I want you to notice how there's a certain feeling that's forming in your body. Go ahead and point where you feel it.
Heart.
I want you to notice there's a color attached to it. What's the color?
Red.
I want you to take that red energy. I want you to breathe it in. And as you breathe it in, I want you to notice how it's dispersing throughout your whole entire body. And as that disperses throughout your whole entire body, I want you to notice how it pushes out anything less than positive. And as it pushes it out, I want you to notice that that comes out with your breath. I want you to keep breathing in and out until all the air coming out is just as red as the air going in. Okay. Now I want you to notice how that, as you're full of that red energy inside of you, it starts to spin. And as it spins stronger and stronger and faster until it grows so big, it starts to overflow out from the top of your head. It's like a fountain from all sides. And as it comes down, it creates somewhat of a force field, a red force field around you. I want you to tell me when you have that force field in place, and then I want you to touch it to make sure that it's there. Mm-hmm. Feel it?
Sort of.
Okay, keep going until you feel it well.
Something.
Okay, is it red?
Yeah.
Do you feel safe and loved there? Okay, perfect. What I want you to do is I want you to take, let's think how we're going to do this. Right, before we do that, I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to imagine yourself in this room. It's a very special room, not a normal room. It has pearly gray walls, and it's dome-shaped. And in the middle of that room, there is a big fire pit. But it's a very special fire. It's not a normal fire. It's a fire which takes anything less than positive and transmutes it into its positive counterpart. I want you to notice how on the walls all around you have squares. And I don't really care what these squares are made out of. They could be made out of bricks, they could be made out of pieces of paper, they could be made out of pieces of cotton. It doesn't make a difference. The only thing I want you to notice is that they have two different colors. And you instinctively know that one of those colors represents all the positive things in your life, even those positive things that have to do with John. I want you to notice how the other color represents all the less than positive things that have to do with John. Why don't you go ahead and reach out and touch one of those papers or one of those squares that represents a less than positive thing having to do with John. Okay, wait, hold it there. Now I want you to notice how as you touch it, you feel someplace in your body. With your other hand, point to where you feel it.
Stomach.
Okay, now I want you to tear it off the wall. And I want you to smash it, crash it, tear it, break it, do whatever you need to do with it so that it no longer exists. And when you got it for all the right reasons, go ahead, throw it right into that fire pit. Feel that energy transmuting into its positive counterpart. Breathe it in. And notice the changes are occurring inside your body as you do that. And now go ahead, take off all those other squares that represent that less than positive stuff having to do with John. Collect them all, make sure you get them. Some of them like to hide. They can be behind you, above you. Some of them can be hiding behind other pieces of that represent positive things. Just manage to get them all down. Okay, now you know what to do. Go ahead, break them, smash them, crash them, tear them, rip them, crumble them. And you know you got it for all the right reasons. Go ahead and throw it into that fire pit. Feel that energy transmuting into its positive counterpart. Breathe it in. Notice how that flame joins together with all the squares on the wall that were left, all the ones representing the positive things in your life, creating a power net of positive wallpaper all around you. Allow it to surround you, all around you. Feel that positive energy all around. Breathe it in. Feel it filling up your whole entire body. Perfect. And now step on out of there, that room. Close the door behind you. Think about John again. And tell me, how strong are the feelings when you go in there now? When you think about it.
So like, it's there. I didn't change. It's still there, but it's just less. I guess.
So if it was an 80, 90% before and that 100, what would you say it's now?
Still, it's an 80.
An 80. Okay. So what I want you to do now is I want you to take the worst experiences that you had with him. Okay? Say the 10 worst. Now tell me what they are. It's the 10 worst. I want you to go into each one of them. Remember which ones they are. You want to give them code names. Want to write down the code names? Okay. So remember what each one of them is. Go into it. Feel it as strong as you can. The stronger you feel it now, the faster it's going to go. And I want you to imagine this shelf in front of you. Very strong shelf. I want you to put each one of those experiences on the shelf. What I want you to do is I want you to tell me what the emotions are that you're feeling as you're in that experience.
Hatred, anger, unloved, alone, useless, no purpose.
Hatred, anger, unloved, useless. What else was there?
Um,
Anger, unloved, useless,
no purpose.
no purpose,
Alone.
alone,
Unprotected.
unprotected.
hurt. That's about it.
Okay. And as you go into all those house drums, can you make it stronger than a 80%? So what's it now? Is it 100% yet?
Like a 90, 95.
Can you make it to 100?
Sorry.
Okay, it's 95%. And what did you do to bring it up from the 80% to the 95%?
Think about all the terrible things that happened to your cousin.
Okay. So I want you to take that shelf, and I want to put you to push it to your past, wherever your past lies. Literally, take your hand and do it. Okay. And I want you to go back into that good place. Feel the force field around you. Feel it strong. Scale from 0 to 100, where 100 is the best. Where do you feel it?
The good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
90, 96.
Make it 100. Okay. Now I want you to imagine a tree in front of you. What would happen to that imaginary tree if I stuck my hand in and I pulled it by the roots?
Would die.
Nope. It would turn into a beautiful butterfly that flies away with golden wings to freedom. Okay? I'm going to tap on you. Is that okay? You repeat after me. Letting go of all fears.
Letting go of all fears.
Letting go of all sadnesses.
Letting go of all sadnesses.
Letting go of all emotional traumas.
Letting go of all emotional traumas.
Letting go of all the helplessness.
Letting go of all the helplessness.
The hopelessness.
Helplessness.
The no control.
The no control.
Letting go of the angers. Letting go of the uselessness.
Letting go of the uselessness.
Letting go of the unloved.
Letting go of the unloved.
Letting go of the hatred.
Letting go of the hatred.
Letting go of the no purpose.
Letting go of the no purpose.
Letting go of the unprotected.
Letting go of the unprotected.
Letting go of the hurt.
Letting go of the hurt.
Letting go of the alone.
Letting go of the alone.
Letting go of the trapped feelings.
Letting go of the trapped feelings.
Whatever it all means.
Whatever it all means.
Whatever it represents.
Whatever it represents.
All the sensations.
All sensations.
All the colors.
All the colors.
All the images.
All the images.
All the proofs.
All the proofs.
All the memories.
All the memories.
All the programs.
All the programs.
Be there from past lives.
Be there from past lives.
Present lives.
Present lives.
Future lives.
Future lives.
Or parallel lives.
Parallel lives.
I thank them for all their hard work.
I thank them for all their hard work.
Trying to keep me safe.
Trying to keep me safe.
Dealing with it than you have. But I have better tools now. And I don't need them anymore. I'm using the new tools. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm so sorry.
So sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
It's safe to transform it
Transform it
into love,
into love,
into joy,
into joy,
into happiness,
happiness,
into well-being,
into well-being,
into lots of fun,
into lots of fun,
into lots of abundance.
lots of fun,
In every area of my life,
in every area of my life,
with every person in my life,
with every person in my life.
let everything else go.
Let everything else go.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Breathe in. Blow out. Go to your red force field. Feel it. And say peace.
Peace.
Okay, so before we were at a 95%. When you go back to those memories, how are they now?
Like, yeah, you may bring that to 95%.
Yeah, and can you bring it up to 95% again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you still can. Don't forget, if you like this video, leave a like down below, subscribe to my channel, or subscribe to my newsletter. The address is right down below over there. Have a great week.